One of the most common topics of gossip or chit chat among friends or colleagues at water coolers is about money. And that eventually leads to the topic of retirement. If I had $1 million, a few $1 million, or X million rupees, or Y million pounds or euros, I would simply retire, do nothing, give up that 9 to 5 job and just simply retire. Well, what does it really mean? And it's a fascinating topic. I heard a program recently about FIRE. Financially independent, retire early is a movement that has found scores of followers in recent years. An increasing number of tech professionals harbor the dream of quickly earning enough so that they don't need to depend on that 9 to 5 job for a livelihood anymore. And it is a fascinating concept. If you come to think of it, if you had the millions, what would you do? But this also brings up the question of what would you do with your time once you have that financial cushion and are ready to retire? So let's look at a few examples, right? A second act after IT. There are several role models in Indian IT of people who have made millions of rupees or crores of rupees. People like Nandan Nilekani. He is a poster child for entrepreneurship, co-founded Infosys decades ago, made millions of rupees, and then after his career at Infosys as a CEO, went on to the UDI, Unique Identification Authority of India, and was the brainchild behind Aadhaar, that identity card that almost all Indians carry all the time. And then there's the Zoho CEO, Sridhar Vembu, who is reportedly worth about $3.75 billion. And as a serial entrepreneur, has his hands on all kinds of technologies, entrepreneurial ventures, and philanthropic endeavors. And then there's N. Chandrasekharan, who started as a techie like the rest of us, was a programmer analyst at TCS, the software outsourcing giant, went on to grow in that company, went on to become the CEO and chairman of TCS, and eventually went on to the business side of the Tata empire. And now is the chairman of Tata Sons, one of the largest conglomerates in the world, largest companies in India. Another set of role models is when it comes to philanthropy. A lot of techies, when they amass a huge amount of wealth, go on to philanthropic ventures. HCL's Shivnada reportedly donated about 5.6 crore rupees per day, about $1 million per day in 2023. And likewise, Azim Premji, founder of Wipro Empire, reportedly outdid him by giving millions in philanthropic ventures. Likewise, other techies have gone on to fund other philanthropic ventures. And then there are a few that follow their passion. A classmate of mine, Rajshri, was pretty keen and had an inclination for music, was a musician by training and a techie by profession. Joined the IT like the rest of us when we got into IT, spent a few years in technology and decided, no, she wanted to go back to her passion and leaned on that, went back, relearned and did her master's in music and went on to become a professional musician. And now spends her time giving concerts and teaching the next generation of musicians. And then there's Bala the builder, a close friend of mine, who inherited a parcel of land in North Bengaluru and decided his real passion was in building, not as an architect in IT, but as an architect in building ventures. And now spends his time, working with regulators on his parcels of land, redeveloping that, and working on construction projects. And then, of course, there's a long tail. Once we get to the point where we have that nest egg, we are ready to retire. Not everybody has that one big dream. We might have several smaller dreams, like focused on our kids' education, as a sandwich generation focused on our kids and taking care of elders, seniors, parents, and spending some time traveling. So it really depends on what you want to be doing. And you need to look inside yourself on that passion. And when it comes to that fire, financially independent, focus on that. But at the same time, focus on what you want to be doing with the rest of your life.